we will see life cycle of database implementation. Refer to .png file. Okay. Yeah. Life cycle of database implementation. And remember, database implementation life cycle it always goes based on 3 levels. Okay, let's discuss one after the other. This is first part. This is first part. And this is second part. Second part. And this one is third part. Third. Okay, 3 levels. Database implementation life cycle goes. And it always flow like this. From first level, it will go to second level. Then from second level, it will go to third level. 3. And flow will be from first phase, it will go to second phase. And from second phase, it will go to third phase. Third phase. And what are these 3 phases called? How you describe them? So it always goes first with designing. Then comes development. Then comes production. 3 phases. In every phase, there are some responsibilities. Designing, development, and production. Three phases are production. What do you call them like? This is a profile called architect. Second is called the work of developer. Third is called administrator, is what you call DBA, database administrator. So altogether, it goes with 3 phases. Architect, developer, and the third phase is about administrator, that is DBA. Okay, 3. Now, let me describe responsibilities of each phase. Responsibilities of first phase mein I'll talk about A. Okay, designing stage, planning and analyzing client requirements. Yes, first phase means designing will play major role in any project, especially in terms of database. And especially this designing part is high profile. It is high profile, job where a candidate should have at least 15 plus of years of real-time exposure on database, then company will appoint you as what? Architect. And what is the job of an architect? To understand, what client needs and then accordingly plan it. Until unless you don't understand the requirements of client design, that I mean to say, the planning may not go perfectly. That is the reason two things I highlighted: plan and analyze both. Okay. And after that, clearly of what client needs, then you can go with the designing. Designing database. Designing database. And whenever you complete the design part of a particular day, compulsory related to that designing, you have to mention the design document. Means you are supposed to write in the form of document of whatever the design you completed. Compulsory. You cannot deny that, you cannot avoid that, you cannot uh, with respect, like, ignore that designing part. Compulsory, you have to document that designing, right? So that is what you call preparing design documents. Preparing design documents. Preparing design documents. Yes. Right. In the form. Why they have to write why they have to go for documentation? Because sometimes designing will go months together. Designing will go months together. Okay. So in that case, what happens? For example, today I started designing my database, and the design time, what it takes, say for example, 3 to 4 months it takes. After I completed my design, say for example, of around 1.5 month design I completed. After that, I got some good opportunity. I simply leave the job and go. Then in my in my absence, whoever a new architect joins into the company, he should be in a position to know till where the designing is completed and from where he is supposed to continue the same design of database. For that reason, company will make architect to document the design part. Okay. Now coming to development. In development part, we focus here one, something called implementing database. Yes. What is first part? Implementing database. Yes. Yes. First part, implement database. Second important thing is we are involved in coding. We are involved in debugging. We are involved in writing fine-tuning queries. Most important. Coding is our job. And after writing the code, if any issues in the code, you are the one who is going to debug that code. Who is going to debug the code. Right? And you are the one who is involved in writing fine-tuned queries. Fine-tuned queries always depends on two factors. Queries should take less time to run Query should take less time to run. Okay. And second thing, query should go with the, sorry, I better mention these two words instead of elaborating. One you can call efficiency. Second is called convenient. Fine-tuned queries depends on two factors. Fine-tuned queries depends on two factors. What are those two factors? What are those two factors? One is fine-tuned queries, efficiency and convenient. These are the two factors. Okay. And we are also involved in the work of testing database. Okay. These are the three responsibilities which developer is involved with. Developer is involved with. Now, when it comes to production, that is the work of DBA. Here you are involved with database maintenance. Yeah. Who created? Developer. Who have created data in the database? Developer. Who managed the database? Who who went with coding part in database? Developer. Right? And what are the queries he has created? Fine-tuned queries. So lot of things developer will do on database. And finally, that database information, whatever developer has created, that all has to be maintained properly by an administrator. So that is the reason why you always say that if designing goes perfect, development goes perfect. If development goes perfect, administration goes perfect. If designing is wrong, development goes wrong. If development goes wrong, maintenance may create some issues. So what is the role of administrator? Simple. Maintenance. Database maintenance. Is it only about database maintenance? No, lot of other stuff. Even we have basically to understand that stuff. Lot of things. What it is? Yeah, your work is even for monitoring. Yeah, how many users are working on database? How many people are authorized to work on database? All that information related to database will be under monitoring. And who does that? Administrator. Plus, something important is he's also involved in troubleshooting database and server issues. Yes. Involved in database and server issues. Yes. Troubleshooting, I meant to say. Database issues also you're supposed to resolve. Server related any issues also, you are the only one who when administrator is the one who is going to resolve those issues. Okay. Database also, you may come across a lot of issues towards memory. You may come across towards, what do you say? Yeah, towards physical memory, you may face issue, right? Towards connection level, you may face issues. Towards security, you may find some issues, right? Server related also, you are the one who is going to manage, and database related also, you are the one who is going to manage. Then what developer will do? Developer only implements. You understand? He creates tables, he creates views, he creates synonyms, he creates procedures, he creates functions, he creates triggers. Those are his responsibilities. You are not involved in doing those process. You are not going to create a table. You are not going to create a synonym. You are not going to create a sequence because that is not our job profile. Your job profile is all about maintenance. Maintenance, proper maintenance. Then never you face a problem. Never, never. If you properly maintain, never you face issues. Never you face problem. Okay. And along with all these things, along with all these things, database administrator is also involved in performing some special events. So you can call responsible for following events. Responsible for the following what? Events. What events? No downtime. Most important, please. Never server is down. Never, never. 24/7, 365 days, server should be always up and always running. Even for some reason, if you are planning to make your server down compulsory, that regarding the downtime, you should have a very clarity, and so that that can be updated to all the people who are working on the database. You can inform them that on so and so date, on so and so time, from so and so time to from so and so time, server may not be available, right? Because it is under maintenance. Usually, this is the situation that we come across even in our daily life. Whether it is a mobile network maintenance or it is something related with bank related maintenance. Even if you are provided with mobile network maintenance, so even regarding that, mobile company will start messaging you at least a month before. They will email you saying that on so and so date, from so and so time to so and so time, you may not be available on so and so activities. So please do not do some extra activities on that day. This could be a reason even for bank. So on so and so date, they should provide a message. If you are a customer of that bank, definitely that bank will message you, bank will email you, bank will start providing a time to time notification, time to time information, saying that on so and so date, from so and so time to so and so time, server may not be available. Please, right? Reason because of maintenance issues. So which means on that particular day, at that particular time, they are informing us not to do any transaction. Not to do any transaction. Don't do any transaction on that day. Yes. Do you get that? That is what the point is. No downtime. No downtime. And not only downtime, even it is clearly mentioned that no data loss. No data loss. Yeah, you are the one who is maintaining server. So never we find that data is lost. Never. Proper maintenance should be there. Proper approach should be there. in maintaining data. Okay. So no data loss. Whatever developer stores, whatever the coding process developer has done, whatever the coding, which developer has done, nothing should be lost of his information. Because coding will not be 1-2 lines code or 10-15 lines code. Coding will be thousands of lines of code. So definitely developer again and again cannot do that activity, that process, that program, what he has written of thousands of lines of code. It is not an activity of 1 day, 2 day. It may be an activity of months together. So that those things you are supposed to manage properly. You understand? No data loss. And never you find, never performance issues. Yes. No performance issues. Yeah, that is also a job of DB only. Every time server should perform same way. But server cannot perform like when it has less data, it is performing in one way. When it has huge data, it is performing in some way. When more people are working, it is performing in some other way. No, that cannot be a case. In any of the situations, always see that performance issues never you find. No connectivity issues. No connectivity issues. And never we face security problems. Never we find, etc. etc. No security problems. This is what you come across to deal with the life cycle of database implementation. This is the flow you find here available with database implementation. Yeah. Puneet, you have anything still to ask me? Go ahead, please. Any questions that you have?
नो सर सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है
हाँ,
कि वीडियोस वगैरह ये जो इसकी वीडियोस रहेंगी वो कब तक मिलेंगी बैच की।
शायद ये लोग आपको देना चाहिए था। आपको शायद मैं एक बार इनको मैं आज बात करता हूँ इनसे। आपको मंडे अपडेट करता हूँ मैं। ओके।
नहीं एक्चुअली एक वो एक्सेस होता है ना जिसमें वीडियोस हम
हाँ
कर
हाँ
सकते
हाँ हाँ, मैं समझ रहा हूँ वो बात। आई नो दैट। मैं पता नहीं मेरे को इन लोग कब शेयर करेंगे। अगर
हैं।
आप
और
इनके
दूसरा
अगर
जो नोट्स हैं या इंटरव्यू
नोट्स
क्वेश्चंस
आप
हैं।
मेरे नोट्स मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट है। नोट्स मैं देता हूँ, नोट्स उनके पास
अच्छा
नहीं रहे।
ठीक है। तो सर
नोट्स
उसके
आप
लिए कोई नोट्स आप किसी बैच में दो मतलब कोई ग्रुप है उसमें दोगे या कैसे दो।
नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली क्या करता हूँ ना, नोट्स ईमेल लगाता हूँ मैं आपको।
हम्म
जो भी टॉपिक्स कवर हो गए हैं,
हम्म
टॉपिक्स का जो भी नोट्स रहेगा, जो भी अभी भी ना, ऑलमोस्ट वी आर डन विद अराउंड 5-6 टॉपिक्स इन द डेवलपमेंट पार्ट। ओके, इंट्रोडक्शन।
हम्म
तो
ओके
ये जो भी नोट्स मैंने बनाया है, जो क्लास में जो
हम्म
लिख रहा हूँ ना मैं, ये नोट
हम्म,
भी आपको मैं एल बी शेयरिंग।
ठीक है सर। सर एक ये रहे